Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Ajahara Ashva Medhang Trin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshina Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatra Akshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayam Bhuri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Ajahara performed Ashvamedhan horse sacrifices Trin three Gangayam on the bank of the Ganges Puri sufficiently Dakshinan rewards Sharadvatam unto Krupacharya Gurum spiritual master Krutva having selected Devaha the demigods Yatra wherein Akshi eyes Gocharaha within the purview. Translation. Maharaj Parikshit, after having selected Kripacharya for guidance as his spiritual master, performed 3 horse sacrifices on the banks of the Ganges. These were executed with sufficient rewards for the attendants, and at these sacrifices, even the common man could see demigods.
Now people say that why we do not see the demigods. So, the answer should be, where is your sacrifice or sacrifice? The demigods, they are not so cheap, just like the king or the president. Does he come anywhere? He is a cheap common man. No. Where the kings or the demigods or a great sage like Narad Muni, will come, that place also must be worth coming there. So, there were interplanetary system, just like Arjuna went to the heavenly planet. Similarly, in such sacrifices, if it was arranged by great kings like Maharaj Parikshit and others, Maharaj Yudhishthira, then the demigods invited, they would come. Not only they would come, but all common men could see. Therefore it is said here, Jatra Akhi Gochara, Deva Jat Akhi Gochara. We are very much proud of seeing everything, but we should wait for being qualified to see. Not that whimsically, I want to see. Oh God, please come before me, I want to see. So God is there, just suitable for your seeing power. God is very kind. Here He is present in the temple, and you go and sing, then you realize that He is God. So, God or demigod, everyone can be Akhi Gochara, within the purview of your vision, provided you are qualified. This is the process. These rascals say, can you show me God? Well, what power you have got to see? First of all, gain that qualification, then you will see. God is everywhere. Annantarasthang paramanuchaya, even He is within the atom. Therefore, one who is not competent to see God, he is advised to see God in different ways in the Bhagavad Gita. Just like Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasishu jaya. My dear Kaunteya, Arjuna, I am the taste of the water. So you can try to see God there in the taste of water. At the present moment, we have got many senses. You want to see God with the eyes, so begin with your tongue. This is also another sense. Just like if there is nice food stuff, if I say, let me see how it is, let me see means you are already seeing. What do you want? No, I want to touch in the tongue. That is let me see. Not by the eyes. If there is good sweetmeat, halwa, then let me see means let me taste. So first of all, taste God. It is within your reach of the sensual perception, but try to practice. Then, sevanmukhi jivado sameva spurattada. Then you will realize, God will reveal to yourself. When you become submissive, devoted to God by tasting the prasadam, you will see God personally. He will talk with you. That is possible. So at the present moment, we want to see God, but we do not acknowledge that we are not qualified. How we can see? If I cannot see even an ordinary president by my whims, I want to see the president or the such and such big officer. You cannot see unless you are qualified. So how you can see God? That is not possible. You have to qualify yourself, then you will see God. Akhi Gochara. Akhi Gochara means just we are seeing, you are seeing me, I am seeing you. Similarly, you will see. The demigods are God, provided you are qualified. So, Maharaj Parikshit was so exalted king that by his invitation the demigods would come. and public could see. That was possible. That is stated here. You are so, I mean to say, exalted king. He could invite. And the kings also were invited. Chandra Maharaj, Yudhishthira went. That was interplanetary exchange. That is now, you cannot go by the Sputniks to the heavenly planet. The moon planet is also one of the heavenly planets. Or the other planets. They are all heavenly planets. Urdham. Urdham gachanti sattvastha. When you are competent, fit for going there, then you can go there. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Janti deva brata devan, pitrin janti pitri brataha, bhute ja janti. You can go, but you must be qualified. Pitri brata, deva brata. Similarly, you can go to Krishna also, if you are Krishna brata. Madhyajinopi janti ma. What to speak of going to other planets? If one is qualified, if one is pure devotee, Krishna says, he also comes to me. So, this exchange of going and coming is not difficult, provided a person is qualified. Not a cat and dog can go. That is not possible. So another important point is Ajahara Assamedhan. Three times. The Assamed Yajna is so expensive that the king of heaven, Indra, he executed the Assamed Yajna 7 times. So Maharaj Prithu was also going to complete 7 times. So there was some competition. The Indra would not allow him to complete 7 times, otherwise he would become equal with him. So amongst the kings, not only in this planet, but in other planets also, the Assamedha Yajna was performed by very, very powerful rich kings, not ordinary kings. It is very expensive job. Because it is said, Bhuri Dakshina, and vast amount of money required for distribution in charity. Then you can perform Assamedha Yajna. Similarly, there is Gomed Yajna. Assamedha Yajna was to send the horse with flag that such and such king is the emperor of the whole world. So, if some king in some state, he does not agree that he is empire, he will capture the horse. I don't agree, I don't accept. Then there will be fight. You have to accept. In this way, there will be sacrifice. So Maharaj Parikshit was the emperor of the whole world, whole this planet. So he performed 3 times. Now that means 3 times he challenged if there is any dispute, any objection of my becoming emperor. This is Assamedha. If you have got any objection, then I will make you obliged to accept me. Otherwise, if you accept, that's all right. You remain in your state, give me tax. This is the... So, this is very expensive job. Formerly one king performed this Assamedha Yajna, and Bhuri Dakshina, he gave in Dakshina. Dakshina means in charity, just like you give Dakshina to your spiritual master after initiation. Similarly, here also it is said, Saradvatam Gurung Kritva. Everything must be executed under the guidance of a guru, not whimsically. Oh, I have got my own idea, I have got my own God, I can do whatever I like. This is simply waste of time. Jasastra vidimussijjam battate kamakarata. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, then anyone who does not follow the instruction of the Shastra, how things should be done, Shastra vidhi ussijjam battate kamakarata, does things whimsically, no sukham savapnati, you'll never get happiness. Jasastra vidhi ussijjam battate kamakarata, no sukham savapnati. So, everything should be done according to Shastra. And the Shastra should be guided by Acharya, Guru. Acharya means one who knows what is there in the Shastra. He practices in his life and teaches to his disciples. He is called Acharya. Acharya is not a whimsical thing. He must know. Therefore, Parikshit Maharaj appointed Acharya, Saradvatam. He is the brother of Dronacharya. Dronacharya was also Acharya, but he was military Acharya. And here he was Acharya for Vedic rituals. Acharya. Tad vijnanantam sa gurumeva gurum ketya. In order to do things very rightly, you must appoint. Just like if you are going to the court to file some suit, do it very nicely. You have to appoint a very good lawyer. Similarly, these Vedic principles, the Vedic rituals, they should be performed under the direction of Acharya, Guru, not whimsically. So, therefore, this kind of sacrifices are forbidden in this age. In this age. That was discussed between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chand Kaji, the Mohammedan magistrate of Nadia. Sri Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu challenged the Kaji Mohammedan that what is your religion, that you eat your father and mother? This was the challenge by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now what is that, father and mother? The mother, your cow is your mother. You drink milk of cow. And the bull is your father. Because without bull, without the cow and bull being united, there is no milk. So how is that you are eating your father and mother? So this is a great challenge. Actually, those who are the meat eater, beef eater, they are killing their father and mother and become implicated in sinful life. Therefore we say no meat eating. No meat eating. If you become implicated in sinful life, how you can be happy? There must be nature's punishment. Just like if you infect some disease, nature must punish it. You must suffer from the disease. You cannot get out. It is not possible. Karanam guna sanghasya. Why there are so many varieties of life? Why not one class of men, all President Nixon? Why not? Where there is bump in the body street. In your country, I am saying. Why there are arrangement of first class, second class, third class, fourth class, fifth class men? Or animal, or trees, and everything is there. Why? That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Karanam guna sanghayasya. As you have infected yourself with a particular type of modes of nature, you'll get a body. That's all. If you have infected to get a body of a dog, he must be infected. People who are keeping dog, that means he is being infected by the germs of dog, next time he'll become a dog. He's infected. What he'll think at the time of death? If he has got a beloved dog, he'll think of somebody in your country, they bequeath great, I would say, wealth for the dog. That means at the time of death, he's thinking of his beloved dog. So he must be a dog. So all his wealth goes to the dog and he goes to become a dog. This science is unknown to the rascals. Jang jang vapi smarana bhavang tajattanti kalevana. At the time of death, your position of the mind will create the next body. This is the science. So, if you create the position of the mind Krishna conscious, then you get a body like Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. This is Krishna consciousness movement. So why you shall love dog and cats? Love God, Krishna. And you get the next body like a Krishna. Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadiradi Govinda, Sarvakarana Karana. This is Krishna consciousness movement. How to think of Krishna at the time of death, then your life is successful. So that has to be practiced. Sada tata bhava bhavita. If you always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, that means you remember Krishna always. So there is chance, 99% chance that at the time of your death you'll think of Krishna and your life is successful. Very simple method. Make always your mind absorbed in Krishna. Naturally, at the time of death, you'll think of Krishna. Madhyajina janti mam. That is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Takta dehang punarjanmanaiti mameti kaunteya. Such person, Krishna conscious person, who knows Krishna. If you think of Krishna, naturally you know of Krishna. You know of Krishna. Krishna is within your heart. So, if you think of Krishna, then gradually you become Krishnized. Just like you put the iron rod in the fire, gradually it becomes fire. One warmer, then red hot. When it is red hot, it is fire. Wherever you touch, it will burn immediately. Similarly, if you think of Krishna, the same example, touching fire, so Krishna will purify you. Sinnatang sagata Krishna punnasamana kirtana. Just like you are being purified by hearing about Krishna daily. Otherwise, why you are coming here? We have no money to bribe you to come here. You are feeling, becoming Krishnized. Therefore you are coming. So this is the process, simple process. You simply be engaged in Krishna consciousness. Then you become Krishnized, purified. And as soon as you become purified, you understand Krishna. Sevan mukhi hi jivhadu savan. You understand Krishna means Krishna becomes revealed. Just like something is covered, you try to move the covering, you see the goal. Similarly, by your constant endeavor to become Krishna conscious, Krishna will reveal to you. Yes. You are so anxious to see me? Here I am. Here I am, yes. You will see Krishna. How this is possible? Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayeshu vilokati. By thinking of Krishna, naturally you become attached, just like materialists. They are always thinking of woman and money, so they become attached to woman and money. The materialists. So similarly, if you think of Krishna, you become attached to Krishna. It is not a difficult job. So, the asamedam kavalambam sannyasam palapaitrikam. This was explained by why asamed yajna is forbidden in this age. In this age, no sacrifice is possible. There is no money, there is no guru. Guru means who can conduct these sacrifices. First of all, there is no means. I mean one can conduct. There is no means. It requires huge amount of money. Here it is said that bhuri dakshina. Bhuri means unlimited amount. Bhuri means very great. So there is no money. Neither there is expert Brahman also who can conduct such sacrifices, because they must chant the Vedic mantra so perfectly that if a horse or a cow is put into the fire, he'll come out with a new life. That is the test. This Chandakaji, Muslim magistrate, he also challenged Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "What is your this religion? You are eating your father and mother." Directly. Not that he was talking with the magistrate. He should be a little respectful. No. In a spiritual matter, everything spoken flatly. No compromise. Just like we say, you are not a Krishna conscious person, then you are a rascal. That's all. You may be a president, that doesn't matter. But because you are not Krishna conscious, you are a rascal. There is no compromise. Oh, here is a big man, how he is speaking. We say everywhere. There are so many scientists come. I say, you are a rascal, you are a demon. I say, and they tolerate. I prove that he is a rascal. I prove that he is a rascal, he is a demon. Then he tolerates, yes. We have got sufficient strength to prove any materialistic man to prove that he is a rascal. That is possible. Buddhimandadishya kitayate. If one is practically a devotee of Lord, he doesn't care. Even personalities like Vidhi. Vidhi means Lord Brahma. Vidhimandadishya kitayate. Kitayate means such great personalities are taken by a perfect devotee as ordinary insect. As ordinary insect has no value. Similarly, anyone, however great he may be in this material world, if he is not God conscious, he is no better than the insect. Because it has no value. Because he does not know that he is going to become a dog next life. He loved a dog very much and he bequeathed his all property to the dog, but he is going to become himself a dog. That was a rascal. What is his intelligence? He got some money. There are many instances in country. They bequeath the whole wealth to the dog, is it not? So how much rascal is that? And if you go, then give us some money for advancing Krishna consciousness. No, we are not interested in religion. I am interested in dog. So how much rascal is that? Just imagine. Say everyone is a rascal. Everyone is a rascal. How you so boldly say that everyone is? Because Krishna says we are Krishna. We have to follow. Just like a small child follows the talkings of his father and mother. So, similarly, we learn from Krishna. Krishna says, Namanga duskitanam mudha pravaddante naradhava. Maya paritagyana asuri bhavamasrita. Krishna says. So we have learned from Krishna. So we test. Oh, what is the test? Namang pravaddante. He does not surrender to Krishna. So such person, what he is? Duskritino, sinful, meritorious sinful. When merit is applied for sinful activities, he can do it very nicely than the ordinary man. A scientist discovered some method of stealing, how to break the treasury of the bank. So that does not mean because he is doing scientifically stealing, that does not mean he is not a thief. He is a thief. How you can say, oh, he has done it very scientifically. The law will say, you are a rascal, you are a thief, you must be punished. So these so-called educated scientists, philosophers, what they are doing? They are simply doing mischief. Therefore they are duskritino. Duskritino. Mura. Mura means rascal, ass. Because nobody knows what is the aim of life. Exactly like the ass. He does not know what is his interest. Unnecessarily, he is carrying 3 tons of cloth of the ocean man. Therefore he is called ass. His gain is little morsel of grass. He can get grass anywhere. Still, he is thinking, I am obliged to this ocean man because he is supplying me grass. Therefore I must have 3 tons of cloth on my back. This is ass. This is ass. He has no interest. Not a single cloth belongs to him. And he is carrying 3 tons of cloth. Therefore the ass means one who does not use his interest and he works unnecessarily and wastes his time. So everyone in this material world, he does not know what is the aim of life. Unnecessarily he is making plan, this plan, that plan, this plan, that plan, and all plan is being frustrated by the laws of nature. Daivijjisa gunamai mama maya durut. Every plan will fail. And those who are plan-making persons, they are all rascals. They do not know what kind of plan should be made. The plan should be made that everyone should be God conscious. Then every plan will be successful. Otherwise everything will fail. So these sacrifices are forbidden in this age, Kali Yuga, because there is no expert Brahmana who can conduct the sacrifices. Neither people have got any means. Now, so far, Bhuri Dakshinan. So there was one king, he performed this sacrifice. And by the grace of Lord Shiva, he got the information of a golden mountain. So golden mountain, he collected enough gold from that mountain. And in this sacrifice, he made everything made of gold. Everything. So he distributed utensils, that is the system, to the Brahmanas who attend the sacrifice. They are given money, utensils, cloth, bedding. Because Brahmanas, they do not care for material possession. They are simply engaged in Brahma consciousness, God consciousness. Therefore it is the duty of the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas to give them in charity so many things, so that they may not feel any want of material necessities. They do not beg. So this king, he arranged for distributing to the Brahmans so many golden utensils that when they are given to the Brahman, each and every Brahman, some of them thought, hey, what is the use of such a load? This is Brahman. So after coming out from the sacrifice, they threw it. Who will carry such a load? Just see, this is Brahman. A big load of gold, they neglected, they threw it away. I don't want it. This king has given, all right, take, but I'll throw out. This is Brahman. Yes. He doesn't care for all these things. Brahman has another power. Yes, Jajana Jajana Dana Pratigraha. He accepts charity, huge quantity, and next moment he spends or throws it out. That's all. Again, poor man. That is Brahman. Again, collect money, spend it for Krishna consciousness. And that is Brahman. That is Brahman. So, Bhuri Dakshina, these, in very long years ago, this was done. So when Maharaj Yudhishthira was in need of money for performing this Ashwamedha sacrifice, so he asked his brother's assistant, now we have spent all our money in this battle of Kurukshetra, you know the expenditure of battle. So I require money. So where is the money? So when Krishna saw that Arjuna and Maharaj Yudhishthira is very much perplexed to secure money, so he asked his friend Arjuna, you can go there near Himalayan, there is huge stock of gold utensils. And formerly they threw it away. You can go and collect, bring it. So immediately he went and he collected all the thrown utensils of gold, and enough money was collected. Therefore Arjuna's another name is Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya means who has conquered securing wealth. Dhan means wealth. Dhananjaya. So, this is sacrifice. This is sacrifice. But it is not possible. Ashwamedham Gavalam. This is forbidden. Here, at the present moment, the Jagga is Sankirtan. Jaggai Sankirtanai Prai Jajanti Hi Sumedhasa. Here, at the present moment, this Jagga is recommended. This is recommended in the Shastra, not manufactured. Krishna Varnang Tisha Krishna Sanga Pangasta Parsadam Jaggai Sankirtanai Prayai Jajanti Hi Sumedhasa. This is the process of Jagga in this age. What is that? Krishna Varnang Tisha Akrishna. The God's incarnation, that is incarnation, not a manufactured incarnation. There must be reference in the Shastra. So what is the incarnation? Prachanna avatar. In this Kali Yuga, the incarnation is Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. It is stated in the Shastra. Krishna Varnam. Krishna Varnayati is simply chanting Krishna. Although he is Krishna himself. Krishna Varnang Tisha Krishna. Therefore, he has hidden himself. His bodily color is no more Krishna, but golden. That is also stated. Krishna has got 4 colors. Shukla Raktas Tatha Pita Idanim Krishna Tangataha. When Gargamuni made the horoscope of Krishna, that this child had 3 other colors. Shukla, Rakta, Tatha, Pita. He had his collar, red collar, and white collar, and now, and yellow collar. Now he has assumed black collar. Shukla, Rakta, Tatha, Pita, Idanim Krishna Tangataha. So therefore his name was Krishna. So Krishna has another color, Pita, Pita Varana Gaura. That is our Chaitanya. Therefore, Tisha of Krishna, bodily complexion, not Krishna. Such Krishna, chanting Krishna. Krishna Varnang Tisha Krishna, Sanga Pangas Parsa, followed by many devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. at least followed by Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Gadadhar Prabhu, like that. So, this is the description of the reincarnation of God in Kali Yuga. Prachanda avatar. There is another avatar, Kalki. So, Krishna Varnang Thisha Krishnang Sanga Pangasa Parsadam. To such God, the method is to sacrifice. The sacrificing method is Jaggai Sankirtanai Prai Jajanti Sumedhasa. Sumedhasa. Medhas means brain substance. Those who have got good brain substance, such person worship this Lord by the Jaggai Sankirtanai. So that we are doing. Yeah. Here is Krishna Varnang Tisha Krishnam, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore our first obeisance is to him, then Krishna. This is the process of Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much.